Hello, and welcome to this space. Really quickly before I start the video, I just wanted to say I'm not sponsored by, paid by, have not been sent any of these products by companies. These were all given to me as part of care packages for my top surgery that I just had it a little over a week ago now. And so these are things that have been in care packages given to me by friends and chosen family again. So, and I just wanted to share them with you, and I thought it would be fun to do a little role play. And especially because aftercare and top surgery is not something that I have ever seen in an ASMR video, I thought it would be fun to do a role play. That all being said, I've done like a sort of informal ASMR unpacking of several care packages on my Instagram at Suki. If you don't know how that's spelled, it's like the same thing as my handle without the ASMR, but I will drop it in the description box as always. But yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way before we started, so y'all don't think I'm trying to sell you anything. Yeah, I don't know how any of these work, but I'm excited to try them, and I'm thankful for family for sending them to me. But yeah, let's get started. So I come into your home bearing some gifts, and I'm going to take my time explaining them to you because they all have different uses. They also all have different sounds, and I'm going to play with them and tease them because I can. So I will. I also know because you are recovering and don't have anything else going on, you have the time for me to do this. And also, you know that I am a little bit silly and also obsessed with ASMR. So I thought I would do a little show and tell, I guess, of the contents of your care package for you today. I'm glad you have caretakers with you. I know that this period of time can be really rough to go alone. I know when and as I've been healing from top surgery, I've experienced like that feeling of like postpartum, like post-surgery depression, and like it's really real to feel that grief, and you do not at all have to feel like you need to just feel positive feelings after having or experiencing a gender affirming surgery, even knowing that it's like important and good for you and what you want, but it's also valid and real for it to be hard, or you to have different hormonal responses, or for healing or recovery to be rough and sucky, or experiencing different like emotions and feelings, frustrations while because of medications or because of decreased mobility, or just like the fact that you have to be like a lot of things are shifting for you, or that maybe it's hard for you to depend on people to do things for you or ask people to do things for you. I know that's definitely the case for me. But I thought that maybe having a couple of goodies with you that you can reach for or access can sort of help or mitigate or also help you feel supported and cared for in material ways that are maybe hopefully a little bit less difficult to accept. Yeah, I don't know. Not everybody's love language is receiving gifts necessarily, but I come bearing some anyway. I hope that's okay. Yeah, so what to start with? Let's go this way to that way. So the first thing that I got you is Dynamite cider. Dynamite cider, you might say, what is that? Well, I will read you what is on the label. Not that you can't read it for yourself, but also I told you this is going to be a somewhat drawn out explanation. A drawn out ASMR show and tell of your care package items. So the ingredients for inside of this drink, yes, you drink it, is raw apple cider vinegar, onion, garlic, horseradish, ginger, raw honey, cayenne, thyme, and rosemary. I also say all organic, so all of the ingredients that are used are organic ingredients. Honestly, whatever that means. So it says, stoke your inner fire with this spicy, warming tonic. One shot daily will help build immunity, clear inflammation, and keep you feeling dynamite. It's from Wooden Spoon Herbs. And so you don't want to drink all of this all at once. It's a tonic. It's something that you can come back to. Warming herbs are good for your immune system, so that's why this is something that I got you. And so you can take a shot of that every day. Next thing, another thing for immune support, it's a, let me read the label. It's a clinical herbal, naturally drug-free lemon ginger herbal supplement from Hilma. So there in here, it says it's made with vitamin C, echinacea, zinc, ginger, turmeric, and ivy extract. And there's also more ingredient information on this side. It says take for immune support, and essentially like all of the ingredients and directions are on the back. I kind of want to open it. Is it okay if I open these? There we go. That sticker is really a little strong. So, inside you have these packets. So these like little sachets. Basically you just take one packet and you can dump it in some like hot water. You can make a tea with it, and that's how you take that immune support And that's something that you can also take daily. You also don't have to take things daily if it just feels like too much, like it feels like homework or something. This also came in your little care package. It's just matches. Mind, body, home, cafe. Sound. It's just your regular old set of matches. I really like that sound. You know what to do with them. You pull one out. There's the contact strip on the back. You can also bend it back if you need more friction to, light the match. And you can use this to light any candles that you might be getting, maybe later, that might not have been able to get to me in time for your care package, because it's homemade from a friend who does specialty candles that dresses them with herbs and crystals and things. But it's gonna be a surprise. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Anyway, next item is this teeny tiny little bar of soap. Honestly, though, it will probably last a lot longer than you think. If you're anything like me and you really enjoy like finishing things, like actually finishing bars of soap take forever. It's very frustrating. You need a lot of determination and inner willpower. It's kind of like that thing also with like chapsticks. I feel like a lot of times people lose them before they finish them. And that's something that didn't used to bother me. I think I used to be a lot more like, not that there isn't there ever like any mess in my room, because there absolutely is, but I have been a lot more organized and on top of things, I think, in my life. So just like, and for me, it is now like a thing where I don't like to like have things that I don't know I'll finish or use. So anyway, I feel like this is a good size like bar of soap, even if like in terms of like the quantity of it compared to what people are used to seeing, it seems really small. But anyway, so the scents in here are hinoki, Texas cedarwood, and pumice are what's in here. The brand, if you can see it at all, is Banya. Still exfoliating restorative natural soap. I'm not going to open it because in case you want to keep it like more sanitary, but you can open it from this end over here. But cedarwood, I know that this smells really good. So I'm really excited for you to be able to use that. On to the next. And then here we have a mother of all healing salves. Oh, I love lid sounds. I know I'm being obnoxious. You are going to have to suffer it anyways. I know you don't have that much entertainment other than watching things. So, honestly, I'm doing you a favor. A big part of top surgery, I'm finding, is literally like killing time. Which is fine if you can sit still for long periods of time and just like sit and watch things. But if you're anything like me, which like I can sit and watch shows is like I can be a little bit picky, but if I'm rewatching things that I like or finding something that I really like, I'm fine for a while. But I can get, like, even now, like, I can get a little bit um, frustrated and want to just start doing things. So for me, it's like really important, like, given like where, like, what I can do, what feels accessible and isn't like pushing my body too much. I really like being able to do things that make me feel like within that is like within my control, within um, like still letting myself rest and like taking things slower, especially because I will need to. Um, I just think it's important to be able to do silly things or like give yourself the permission, I guess, to do stuff that maybe you wouldn't normally have time to, or just like let yourself be busy with smaller tasks just because it can help you feel better and less frustrated or less stuck. That's something that frustrates me a lot, just feeling like stuck or like that I can't do something or that I can't do anything. So doing like little things that make me feel good that I want to be doing um, is helpful. So anyway, back to this thing. This salve is the brand, I guess, is Kamamu by Hand with Heart, if you can see that at all. Let me read back here. Contains organic calendula, yarrow, neem and chaparral infused in hemp oil, sage, tea tree, and marjoram essential oil, and beeswax. Anyway, so this salve is really, really good. There's gonna be, you're gonna have dry, like sometimes you're gonna have dry patches. A lot of what I'm finding is really helpful for my skin and my healing is using ointments. Aquaphor is a really good one that I've been going back to, but I think this would also be really good to use as well. And I think for me, just like it might just be like a person of color thing, but from my experience with my skin and with healing for me, and something that was a concern for me for top surgery, because I've had like dermal piercings, I've had wounds before, I've had piercings reject. My skin develops like keloid scars or like hypertrophic scarring. So it like can, especially with like deeper wounds, so like including like top surgery scars, there is the like tendency for scars to get raised, or when exposed to the sun they get really red or like can get more inflamed and develop hyperpigmentation. And so for me it's like really important to really baby wound sites. And I didn't get you any like silicone bandages because I don't know necessarily if that's something that your skin is going to deal with, and it's pretty like we don't know until we get there, and it's more helpful after the silicone bandages sort of like heal and like push the scar tissue down. I used to have a dermal piercing right here, and it was like really the scar that was left after it rejected eventually was really red. and raised and looked really gross to me, and it bothered me a lot because it's also in a really visible area. So having silicone, having that silicone bandage on there, like really, really like calmed it down and flattened it. But part of babying is using salves. And another one that I got for you is this nipple salve. Also, if you experience hyperpigmentation too, using sunscreen on more general sites is best, but just like covering your chest up, or like trying not to go into the sun so much is recommended. But obviously, like, listen to your body. Everybody's experiences with their skin and what, like, how it works is different. So things that are important for me to do might not be applicable to you. So I don't know, just take anything that I'm saying with a grain of salt, recognizing like different people have different experiences. But yeah, so this nipple salve is super good. It contains calendula infused sunflower oil, lanolin, and beeswax. And it says, never knew how much nipples could go through, eh? Equip the nips by applying between nursing sessions. Wipe off excess before nursing to ensure a proper latch. So, this nipple salve, I'm guessing from this description, is for people whose nipples are being used a lot, probably for breastfeeding. That being said, though, whether you got keyhole or double incision like me, like your nipples have gone through a lot. Mine were taken off and regrafted into my skin. So being really gentle, I'm still having to go through the process where I'm changing the bandages that I put on top of them every day, twice a day. But having a salve like this could be really helpful to sort of use, and to sort of like, because keeping them moisturized and healthy is really key, to getting them to reintegrate. Also, while your body is doing the thing where it's like figuring out how to reconnect the nerves and all of that good stuff. So this is a way for you to sort of help in that process. I'm sure your doctor has mentioned ways also to take care of your nipples. But that all being said, you know, it's important to do. And if they haven't said anything about it, I'm telling you now. All right, next thing. Wait, let me get that. You got something right there. Yeah, I think it was like just some, maybe like crusted over drool or something. It happens. Anyway, next thing. This is for tension relief. I don't know if you can see. It's also from Hilma. Let me see if I can grab the description. Anyway, so in here, there we go. There's white willow bark, magnesium, boswellia, feverfew, skullcap, and it says it's proudly non-GMO. There's less than 1 gram of sugar. It's vegan, gluten-free, and cruelty-free. And so you take this for if you're feeling tension. And I wonder, I'm not going to break the seal. But in here, there are these little pills, if you can see at the bottom. And you can take, let me see, take 2 capsules as needed up to 6 times a day. But the ingredients in here are all herbal. Same thing with literally everything in this care package that I'm giving for you and doing this show and tell for you about. Last thing is some premium cannabis infused topical cream. And I know that this is gonna be really helpful for pain reasons. Pain management is a huge aspect of any surgery aftercare, and also if you experience chronic illness is just like a big part of your life. How you're gonna open it is you're gonna slide, you're gonna break open, or I'm gonna break open the stickers on the bottom for you here. If this side will open. Maybe not. This side is a little bit harder to open. Let's see if I can break some holes in here to make it a little easier to accomplish this. I don't want to break the pen cap entirely. Oh shoot. Come back. Yeah, I need that back. Oh my goodness. I don't want to break the pen. Also me breaks the pen. Hopefully it will still work after this. Maybe some mistakes were made. I'm sorry. Let's see if it'll work now. Maybe not. Uses the knife like a dagger earring to open this up. Cha-chan! So it'll be inside this little tub. You might need help because I probably need help opening this right now. You just press down and I'm not gonna try to use my chest any more than I need to. It's just like a little bit harder to open just because of the contents of the topical cream. Anyway, so the company here is Tikkun, and it says repair the world. Anyway, so basically you can put this anywhere you're feeling pain or tension, and it'll be good for before and after, but you can smell it already. It's really nice. I think the consistency is really like a nice feel. I know some people just don't like lotions or creams, but I figured that this would be a good like addition to your sort of care package that we have here. So we've got cannabis infused cream, we have some tension relief, nipple salve, like anywhere salve. We have matches for maybe a future candle, a sorry, I got distracted by the ink on my finger. Tragic, like truly tragic. Anyway, so soap and immune support and some nice tincture. Anyway, so that's all of the things that I got for you. Hope you are doing okay. Thank you for coming to my show. I really hope that your top surgery is going as well and as gently, and you're healing at your own pace, and you're recognizing that, and that's important. It's a process, and it's not always going to feel good, and that's okay, but I'm here for you, okay? Now I gotta go home and rest up because I'm also healing, so